All right, folks, welcome. This is Auto Racing Connected Formula One Euro Championship. This is round one of 16 here on July 1st, this Saturday. We're doing the Portuguese Grand Prix today. We're just going to hop into a quick short qualifying session to get things started off. In the commentators booth today, it is myself, Carter, Mr. Too Sporty on PlayStation. Alongside me, the Student Gaming. I've got Billy next to me. Bill, I'm excited for this one. Opening race here in the ARC Formula One Euro Championship. A lot of question marks yet to be answered, and I'm excited to get this one going.
Yeah, a lot of unknowns, obviously. It's crossplay. We got Xbox players, we've got some PC players, we've got some new faces in the league itself, and a track that not a lot of people have driven, but one that drivers love nonetheless. A lot of technical. It could be related to Spain, but honestly, as drivers, we think the track drives a little better than Spain. But pretty excited for this. 17 drivers gearing up for this 16 round championship, I believe. So pretty excited. Love me some racing on a Saturday, Carter.
Tell you what, the timer has started. No takers just yet. We're waiting. Uh, just probably they're just getting their setups right, getting their pit strategies all in their minds, and just getting uh, everything ready to go. We've got one car starting to head out. Looks like it's a Haas, and we've got AlphaTauri of Man X Joy. He's going to be one of the first ones out there. There's a Haas out there as well. That is Matei Alex 2322. He's going to be the first one on track. He's going to be the first one to try and get a lap time set. And we've got one more out there too. It's an Alpine.
Perhaps Gabe Cazolas. Apologize in advance. A lot of new drivers, and with that comes a lot of confusion. We don't know everyone's full name, so if you hear some gamer tags being called out, apologies. We do have drivers in the field that we do know due to the fact that they drive in our regular core F1 race, which would be Friday nights. Go back and watch that one from last night, Canadian Grand Prix. A little bit of technical difficulties, but they managed to get it in, 35% race. So there was a race that happened. So be sure to check that out. But you'll hear us from time to time calling out PSNs, and then you'll hear real names. So just bear with us for the first couple weeks as we get our footing and get everybody's name down.
It looks like the Haas of Alex is going to let the AlphaTauri through. So the AlphaTauri of who is this? Is going to be. It's not Will Racing. It is the other one. It's Man X Joy. He's going to be the first to set a lap. So we're gonna follow with him as he slows down. He's gonna get in the way here a little bit of the Haas, and it's gonna be another flip flop. So early jostling here in qualifying. That's surely both of them can't be happy about the way this is gonna start. They're gonna start right next to each other. Their flying lap's gonna be impeded. Hopefully not. Here comes a bit of racing here on the first set of qualifying laps. He's gonna go way deep into turn one, and that's gonna be his first run done. Man X Joy's gonna have to try again. Yellow flag sector 2, that's probably what that was for, the slow AlphaTauri.
Yep, not sure what was going on there. A bit racy here. Still 15 minutes to go here in this qualifying session. Yellow flags will be for people slowing down, letting anybody by. Oh, we do have a Mercedes off in turn one.
Trying to get a visual on it. We're going to ride on board with his teammate.
That was Luke Allen.
Yeah, it was Luke Allen. So that's his lap ruined. Let's see if we can try and get up. Is it usually, there's got to be another Alpine. It's Gabe Cazola. No, it's not Gabe Cazola. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out who's that about to set a lap time. We're going to look at Gabe for now. Making his way through sector 3. Just a few more turns to go for the Alpine. He's going to be one of the first to set a time. We're going to quickly jump back over to Alex as his time will be the first official one. I don't assume it'll be all that good because of what happened at turn 1, but it's a 1:18.2, excuse me, 1:18.2. Gabe goes
Gabe
ahead and puts
Cazola.
in, yeah, 1:18.9, so maybe not as bad as I originally thought.
Yeah, we knew Man X Joy's lap was going to be scrubbed too because, again, that first lap incident.
Time's starting to fall here. Boriyoshi goes to the top, 17.4, so nearly 8
Luke,
tenths.
yeah, Luke Allen next across the line. He'll be looking for a good lap here. Actually, no, he's beginning his hot lap, I'm afraid. There's something we've seen so far throughout the normal F1 season is Mikey DeYoung in the Williams just goes ahead by 2/100ths of a second over Boryoshi.
17.4 for Mikey DeYoung, Boryoshi 17.4. Riding on board with the bomber here in the Williams, coming around the
Yep, Al
final corner.
Hasmi, you can expect a fast lap out of these Williams are going to be ones fighting. Oh, and it's a 120. Something might have happened during that lap. Normally not the pace we see out of Al Hasmi.
Here comes an Alfa Romeo. It's Liam. What's his lap time? He's going to jump
Liam tops
straight
the
to the
board.
top. 1:16.6, nearly 8 tenths faster than Mikey DeYoung.
Yep, we've seen Liam first race of the season there in our regular F1. He reserved, and I mean, never seen a reserve jump into a car and dominate a race quite like that. I'll tell you that.
Breathtaking goes up into 4th for the Aston Martin. So Liam Craig's time looking pretty good right now. 8 tenths, as we said, ahead of Mikey DeYoung.
Luke Allen just sets a lap P9 with a 119.14. He's going to go wide, collect rubber.
Let's quickly hop on over to the Red Bull of Jude Ferry, Snoopy Car 420, making his way through Sector 2. He's about to get into Sector 3 now. This long right-hander switches to the long
Quickly up the
left-hander.
hill. Kind of a blind apex here.
Yeah, turn 13. It's a little bit of a late one, too, and it's off camber.
Yeah, this one's a lazy corner as well. But you gotta be patient. And then pretty much bomb to the line here.
Looks like a McLaren had trouble in Sector 2. Looks like he's going to carry on, but where is Ferry going to end up? It's P7 at the moment, 118.1 for the Brit.
Yeah. Just setting some banker laps here, you know. I mean, I don't know about Liam's lap. Oh, we said that. Al Hasmi puts in a 116.7, only a 10th off of P1.
Yeah, I'm not so sure what's going on here with Omicron, but pretty slow. He's been having a yellow flag around him for just a little bit. He looks like he's going to dive into the pit lane.
Yep. Who's next across the line?
Looks like it's going to be Mikey DeYoung. And Luke is retired from the session. Luke Allen out of short qualifying here. Not too sure what happened. Looks like he had a bad braking zone going into turn 1 as his car was stricken on the walls right behind it. So Luke Allen out of qualifying.
Driving for LA7 Racing. It's the first retirement and only retirement. His teammate, Connor Hannick, yet to make a lap. Same with Kyler Boggs and Matthew Stotts. The Manx Joy on an outlap, trying to improve a 129.2. Somebody else about to cross the line. Looking for the Haas here.
Looks like the Williams of DeYoung is going to go for another lap here. He was about a 10th up on his on his best time through Sector 1. We're going to look through Sector 2 here, just about 5/100ths up on his previous time, so he's going to have to keep it together. He's sitting good, right? He's in 4th. He's sitting fine. But I'm sure he's going to want to try and get a sniff of the top 3, maybe even look for pole position here. But he's going to come around the long turn 15 to the front straightaway. DRS, knock it open, but he's running a little bit low on fuel. Hopefully it's not bogging him down at all. He's going to cross the line. He does improve, but still 1800ths behind third place.
Meanwhile, France is putting in a lap for P3, but talk right now is the Williams of Al Hasmi and Liam sitting up here in the 16s, the only drivers to hit into the 116s. But again, still a lot of running left. We got a yellow flag. It's got to be cars letting each other by.
There's Alpha Tauri in the grass. It's Max Man X Joy. Excuse me. He was in the grass out of turn 1. And
Matthew Stotts trundling down pit lane.
Well, if you look at the track map, you could see why. He was on a flyer, but then looks like he invalidated his lap time, so he's back into the pit to regroup.
Yeah, you see. Hey, Alex, Out to cross. Improves, goes up to P6. As Marines comes around turn 15 to set the lap. Where's it going to put him? Does he improve?
He
Improves to
does. Just
P9.
only a tenth up on his previous best time. Let's see if Liam can improve his time at all. He had a 1:16.6 and does not look like he improves by enough. There's a whole gaggle. Oh, there's someone going slow. It's a Williams. That's Mikey de Jong. He was right on the apex at turn 14 while that McLaren was going around him. I wonder if he impeded at all. They might want to take a look at that at the stewards meeting. Gabe's lap was invalidated. He's going to go for another one.
I was going to say, Liam Craig. Fastest purple through Sector 1. He's on an absolute push lap right now. He's so fast through here, but this car floats up the hill, easy to lose the rear.
You can see very little movement on that steering wheel out of the exit. Here comes turns 10 and 11.
Super smooth through here. Easy traction. The blind apex sort of right here, so just be careful. Don't want to get too... You see in third gear to keep the revs low. It's a lazy corner here. Open it up straight to the line.
Just one more corner to navigate. Couldn't see how well he was doing comparatively on his lap times, but we're going to see here as he comes to the line. It's an improvement by nearly 0.5 of a second. It's a 1:16.1, and Liam extends that gap between him and the Bomber to nearly 0.6 of a second.
Yeah, but Al Hazmi, oh, he's going to back out of his lap here. Seems like he's going for another banker. He's letting somebody by. Yeah, he's just warming the tires, not deploying.
Francis has just set a purple sector 2. He's third right now, about a second and a tenth off of Liam.
Yeah, Francis has shown pace. We saw it earlier at Monaco a few weeks back. Managed the podium in the McLaren reserve seat. See what he's got here.
Improves by 0.4, but not enough to improve his position in the standings.
Nope. There's still time for them to get back to the pit and to game plan, although all these cars are locked into Parc Fermé, so the only adjustments they can make is to fuel and to front wing adjustments.
Connor Hannock is going to try and finally get his name into the action. As he crosses the line, what will his time be? It's a 1:18.9. That's good enough for 11th. And as you said, he's going to have enough time to get back around, come back into the pits, regroup, go back out for one more.
Yep, he's left himself...
oh, and a big accident here for Manix Joy. Taking down a couple of the polystyrene signs on the side of the track. Luckily, doesn't look like any damage. But where is that?
Yeah, but he's got a lot of cars coming up here. That's through Sector 3. We go up to the top of the hill here. Lap absolutely ruined.
Not only that, Omicron is right behind him. He does get out of the way.
Yep, also, who was that in the Alpine behind him? Is that Gabe?
Now, did Gabe get held up a little bit? It looked... No, it's not Gabe. It's that was Francis. He's on an end lap, I think. Francis is.
That's good. Yeah,
Omicron
Francis
improves
ducks
a little
off.
bit.
We didn't see it, but Jude Ferry putting it to P5 at the 1:17.1. Topping his teammate, Boryoshi. Boryoshi appears to be on a lap right now. He's 0.3 up on his time through Sector 2. Bodes well for the Red Bulls. Again, just this last lazy corner.
Try to keep the... as we saw in the real-life Austria Grand Prix yesterday, the track limits were absolutely nuts in at least the qualifying session, but here not so much, and at least in the game.
Boryoshi into the 1:16s.
1:16.944 for Boryoshi.
Just ahead of Matthew Stotts. We didn't see Matthew Stotts get his lap in, but look at Stotts showing a lot of improvement. He's been preparing for this season and this game since release, and the speed showing there for Matthew Stotts.
As he will duck into the pits.
Yeah, Gabe, I don't think he's going to cross the line. I think he's starting his lap now. Trying to see who else might be starting to set a lap. I don't think Omicron Percy I-8 will. Who's that AlphaTauri directly behind him? No, yeah, he's starting because it's a 4-minute lap. It's Will. Person who put this all together for everybody.
You've had a pretty good Sector 1, just improved by just a couple of tenths, so we're going to keep on board with him. 3 minutes, 20 seconds just under that remaining here in the short qualifying session. And looks like Liam's going to bow out early. He's confident that his lap time will stand.
Yeah, save a set of tires. He's got the pace. He knows it as well.
Here comes Gabe making his way, finishing off Sector 2 now. What's his time looking like?
3 tenths up.
Oh, yeah, 3-4 tenths up.
I don't think that's enough to improve his position, though. He's going to have to really push.
Looks like there's a slow Red Bull on the back straight, the mini back straightaway. Gets it going now, but here comes Gabe, rounding the final corner now. See what time he can put on the board. If it was about, it's nearly 6 tenths.
Oh, he did. He's improved.
Only jumps 1 position up to P11. Looks like the next to cross the line is gonna be Will, is it not? No, it's the other. Excuse me, AlphaTauri.
He's just started. Yeah,
he's just starting.
That AlphaTauri. Yeah. I'm not sure what Luke was doing, but Luke, it wasn't an accident or was it just a retirement? But Luke is tumbled down the order to P16. You see Mikey DeYoung rounding the final corner. You got to imagine this has got to be close to the top. Can't keep him away for too long. And there it is. He's in the 116s as well. P5 knocks Stotts to P6.
Has Gabe gone for another lap here? He's still pushing.
Now that's Francis going to start his lap, and we see Jude Ferry coming around to start his, what you would think is a final lap.
Oh, and Gabe's lost it. Gabe's lost it in the final quarter. And that Alpine is in the sand trap.
Get those tires brushed off. He's gonna need to find a space to get back, but he's a bit dangerous.
Able to finally get it into the pit lane.
Don't look now, but Francis fastest in Sector 1. The Alpine's on a lap.
Horiyoshi's out of the session. He's done. We're under a minute to go here in qualifying in Portimao. Right now it's Liam with the 1:16.1 that he set, the flying lap. The Bombers second, 1:16.74. Here's Francis with a 16.79, but nearly
Francis purple in Sector 2.
He's got a good lap going on him so far. Yellow's in Sector 2. Looks like it's a Mercedes.
That's gonna be
Connor
Hannick.
And he is stopped on the track as we're looking at Francis about to complete his lap. Looks like he was just letting cars out of the way, maybe. Not too sure. And Francis does jump the Williams, 16.57. So that puts him up into second place. And now what about Stotts? What can Stotts do on his final attempt? Stotts crosses the line. He goes up into P2.
P2 for the Aston Martin.
Marines is going to be one of the last ones to cross. What is his time going to be? He improves to P11. Here comes a McLaren of Omicron. Is he going to improve at all? Yes, by 4 tenths. He's up to P14. What about Connor Hannick? His lap time got deleted. This won't count. There's been a bit of an accident, and there's no front wing on that Alfa Romeo, and he's gone wide, and he's probably
don't look now, but Mikey DeYoung, fastest in Sector 2. The Williams making one final push here for pole.
It's actually the Bomber fastest in Sector 2. Yeah.
Al has me. Mikey DeYoung is finished.
And is he going to improve at all? He does. Not enough to improve his position.
Oh.
Francis is still on he was able to get another lap going. I don't know how. But yeah, he's still going, and looks like Jude Ferry is still going as well. They're right nose to tail with each other on the track is going to be Ferry, who crosses the line first. They're going to get
Don't
through
know
with
if
plenty of
Ferry
time.
has enough to. Yeah, no.
It's not quite enough for Chute Ferry. And that looks like it's going to be it. That is qualifying. It's Liam. Takes pole with a 1:16.1. Stotts will be second. Francis third. Wow.
Al-Hazmi fourth. Boryoshi fifth. And Mikey DeYoung sixth. These two Williams picking up where they left off probably last night. I didn't get a chance to catch it. MIA. Results need to be looked up, but looking forward to the race. Liam appears to be in a league of his own, but then Stotts comes out of nowhere, Carter, with this 1:16.3, showing he has the pace to not only challenge, but put a stamp on this race.
A bit surprising to see Mikey DeYoung all the way down in sixth, but I mean, as with previous ARC Formula One series, we know his pace, and I could be able to bet you a lot of money he's not going to be standing in sixth place by the
He
time the
once
checkered
won a
flag
league
comes out.
race, Carter, in our series by 20 seconds, I believe, after hitting the Dutch nightclubs and coming home well inebriated, so to speak, and he was a force to be reckoned with. So can't count out these Williams and the Mikey DeYoung. Me and Mike, co-commentator Alex, we see it every Friday night. These Williams, they always find a way to just claw their ways back in. So look for them to be there at the end. Might not be there at the beginning, but strategy will play a huge factor here. Not sure about tire deg. Not really familiar with the new game and how it works. I haven't really done any hard running here, but I'm sure we'll see how it plays out.
Strategy is another thing that we haven't really talked about here. I don't know. We haven't really been talking to any of the drivers at all, but from past experiences, is this going to be a slam dunk two-stopper, or do you think a one-stop is in the works for today?
You would think. I mean, I'm judging by the way other races have gone in like the season that we've been watching. A lot of one-stoppers. Look for people to go medium to hard. Unless they're safety cars, you can get varying strategy and you know. Why does it say that that's Charles Leclerc?
Is there only one Ferrari in this race?
Is there?
There might be. That's probably why.
Actually, I do believe it's just Marines. I believe, right?
I think you're
Nonetheless,
correct, yeah.
we get a good look at the people enjoying the views above the paddock.
I mean, they sure are enjoying themselves.
Absolutely. Look at
Yeah,
them.
they're going nuts.
Absolutely. I mean,
Nothing's even
a little
happened yet.
antsy in the
Just
pants
wait.
of myself to see the start of this race. It's going to be interesting down to turn one. See if the drivers stay patient. It is the first race out of a 16 race season, so hopefully they have their wits about them.
Getting ready for the formation lap here, and about to say they've been green for a little bit. Here they go now. They start the formation lap. 33 laps is this race. As we're going to go ahead and pull up. Let's see what everybody's going to start on. It's going to be
Yes,
the
exactly.
hards for the pole sitter Liam, for Francis, and for Mikey DeYoung. Looking to go a little
Wow.
bit longer. And as two cars have already been disqualified from the session, what on earth is... And
Nope,
there's
nope,
another one!
nope,
What is
Carter.
going...
That just
Oh,
means they might
that's
have made
right.
contact.
They
Yeah, the
skipped the
old
formation lap. Oh,
correct.
F1.
But
Goodness
unfortunately, they will be
gracious.
starting on the coldest of tires.
That is
We
true.
see a lot of soft runners, a lot of medium, a lot of soft tires. We see Kyler Boggs, Mateo Alex, breathtaking, all this, oh, and sorry, Will and Gabe decided to start on the softs. Then we got Jude, Stotts, Hasmi, Boryoshi, Marines, Omnicron, Connor Hannick, and Luke Allen choosing the mediums. They're saying, oh, excuse me. It was saying that there was a one-stop, soft to medium. I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. But, I mean, clearly the guys on these softs, it's either a soft to hard or it's a two-stopper for the guys starting on softs.
Yeah. Luckily for the two gentlemen that were disqualified from the formation lap, they will be starting on the softer compound tire. I don't know it'll lose that much heat. Not so much for Max Joy, will be on the medium compound. A little of a trail going back there. These guys might be sitting on the grid for longer than they would want. See the two Mercedes really backing up the field there. And the Aston Martin of Breathtaking King.
Francis is really trying to get on with it. Has nearly collided with the pole sitter. Has he gone a little bit too far, Francis, in front of his pit starting box? I don't know if the stewards are going to want to take a look at it.
Nope, he's on par. I can see that. It looks like it could be a game thing.
As Luke Allen pulls into his starting position, we're going to look to get things going. Oh my goodness.
Oh
What has
no.
happened here? It looks like the pole sitter has been disqualified for
Yep.
parking in front of his starting spot. Now what happens here?
Um, this might be a lobby
I was
reset
about to say,
due
do
to
we
the
might need
fact
to
that
do a restart?
we are gonna have to take a look at the Discord and stand by because this
Yeah, and we're getting word from the league owner that the lobby just got bugged. So we're going to have to figure this stuff out. Yeah, and unlike Liam winning races, Jake Scarborough says this is not beating families, and yeah, you'd be correct.
absolutely. For all the 9 people watching, including all, they're gonna allow the race to continue.
We're going to... Surely this
Oh,
isn't going to
it's
be the one
because
that...
people. Yes, no.
Yeah, this is going to be the one that count. But, nevertheless, we can watch a little bit of this. And it looks like... Oh, wow. A lot of lag. Yeah. It's going to have to be a new lobby. And... Yeah. So, a couple issues here starting off. We're going to get them out of the way in the round one.
Yep, it's also, remember, we're talking a new game here, so we just got to essentially work with what we got.
I think for the moment we're just going to... You want to just go ahead and pause the broadcast and hit it back up once we get everything figured out? Might be the plan of action. And I think that is what we're going to do. So we're going to go on a quick break. Hopefully not too long, probably about 5-10 minutes, if that, and we're going to get everything set back up. Don't go anywhere. All right, back to the action here in Portimao. Had a bit problems with the previous lobby. Few kinks to the game to try and get out of here, but reset the lobby. Got a custom grid order, so no need to requalify. We're gonna get things going. Not gonna have a
Yeah.
formation lap this time though, Bill.
Yeah, no, we're going to get right into the action. 5 lights, away they go, and we'll see again what happens is at turn 1.
Saw a lot
Just
of
hoping Liam
cars.
doesn't.
What's that?
I was just hoping Liam doesn't get the jump he got earlier.
He's
That's,
gonna want to get that jump, just not before the lights go out. That's definitely for sure. A couple more seconds to go. We're gonna head down to the track. Have a little bit more time for everyone to get their setups, tire pressures, any adjustments that need to be made. Put
yeah,
onto
they're
their
going to
car.
want to load their setups back up. Just hopefully.
But yeah, hopefully they
There's
remember to
always
do
one.
that, Bill. That's another
Yeah,
thing I didn't
this.
remember.
God, I tell you, I've done it before, and it is an unpleasant 50%, 150-kilometer race when the thing you've been practicing all week just isn't available anymore. But hey, you know who's not upset? The people sitting above the paddock.
Yeah,
They are still here. They are still ready to go.
they've stuck
Charles
it out
Leclerc
through the
left.
delay.
Mm-hmm. Just, I guess you could just say, I mean, if it's okay for Formula One to just have the entire Canadian Grand Prix circuit go down with CCTV footage, then I guess we can have a 5-minute intermission of a new
Exactly.
game. Yeah, no big deal.
Except we still race after that. We don't throw the red flag and say no,
We
we're
don't
done.
throw the red flag. Nope. Oh, we've
Oh
lost
no,
Francis.
in
After
France. Oh no.
turn, after turn 1 of the Portuguese Grand Prix,
All right, well
Francis
we've
left the
got
lobby.
4 lights. We've got 5 lights, I think. I think this is it, and we are underway here in Portimao. It's going to be Liam who gets the better start, spin and win. Tyler Stotts gets up into second. Bomber's trying to go down the inside of Boryoshi to get third. He gets bogged down a little bit. He's losing places. Down into fourth. It's still Liam from Stotts, Boryoshi the Bomber, and Mikey DeYoung battling for fifth.
Yeah, alongside teammates is 3 wide, 2 wide. Haas trying to make the move down on the inside. He's got position. Very respectful thus far, though.
Breathtaking. He's got
For,
quite the view in front of him. Nearly a 3-wide battle
oh!
between Alex and Mikey DeYoung.
Bit of contact with, I think that's Francis's car. I'm not sure if he's at the reins. Sent him an invite to get him back into the lobby, but yeah. Oh, and that who's that around back there?
That's
It's
Omicron.
Omicron. Yeah, that corner is so tough to get up. The car just undulates, wanting to go up the hill there in turn 8. Just loses it.
So the first lap about to conclude here. It is still Liam from Stotts, Boryoshi, the Bomber, and Mikey DeYoung. That's your top 5. Matei, Alex, breathtaking. Remind me of his name. I know him. I forgot his name. That one
Kyler
Porky
Boggs.
dude. Kyler Boggs, of course. Down in 8th. Gabe Cazola in 9th, and Jude Ferry rounds out the top 10.
Gabe Cazola no longer in 9th. Gabe making the move on the inside with the softer compound tires, but cannot
wide.
make turn 1 stick, and he's got Kyler back on the inside.
Yep. Boggs will
They
retake
touch.
that 8th position, and Jude Ferry, while these two are battling, is maybe wanting a little piece of the pie himself. He's looking at quite the battle as there goes Gabe looking at the inside. A lot of contact in that round. What's going on here?
Oh, and he'll receive they call that a corner cut. I don't.
The track, it's Kyler Boggs who just slams into the inside of Connor Hitt. Or that's Will Racing.
Oh, not what you want to see.
Doesn't
Still
look
aggressive.
like any damage. I can't tell if there's any damage or not. It looks like he's missing an end plate. No, Kyler Boggs is okay for damage. But
Yeah, it looked like Kyler
contact.
just tried to make a block and then ultimately just got hooked. NASCAR-esque, and just, I don't know. We'll wait and see that during the week. I'm sure that we will hear about that more than once as we see Jude going up the inside of Gabe here. Gabe might have some end plate. Oh, no.
Oh, and there's been a big accident. It's Jude Ferry. And who else is that? It's Gabe Cazola, the two we were just alluding to. And that's going to bring out the VSC, a huge impact for Ferry.
Yeah. If I know Jude well enough, I'm sure he will be very displeased. It feels like he was not given enough space, as we see. Yeah, Gabe has been disqualified straight up from the event.
I wonder if he tried reversing out of that position that he got himself in the sand trap. Not too sure about that. I don't
In
know if
just
this.
one lap, we've seen Gabe Cazola involved in 2 instances which drivers were sent off. Luckily for Kyler Boggs, he only lost a couple positions, but unfortunate for the Red Bull of Jude Ferry, he's not going to see the end of this race. It's just tough, these drivers, they practice in the lead up to a race all week, so it's just on lap 3 to just be taken out. Gotta sit on the mind heavy.
So waiting to get back going here. Still only on lap 3. Long ways to go. Got the hard tire runners running 1-2-5. Got Kyler running them in 10th. Francis has he's back in. Somehow he's in 12th place, and after a pit stop, looks like Manex Joy is going to
He's
go on
gonna
the
get
hard
a
tires,
V.
but he's going to get a penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car, which is now ended. And Stotts, don't look now, but he's only 2/10 back. It looked like he was a little bit further behind the race leader when we entered the VSC, but
Oh, here he goes.
nonetheless, he's going to make the move on the inside of Liam, and he's going
Oh,
to take away first position.
Liam not one to give up easily, though. He's gonna follow him here into 3.
See if
They head up through 4.
Stotts can try and get a little separation between himself and Liam. Not looking like it, at least right now. Got a Williams that is Mikey DeYoung trying to protect from Alex on the inside, and the Haas. Breathtaking is also, in the mix there is Kyler Boggs and Francis. They're having a bit of a tussle right now.
Yep, they're gonna head into 8 here. See who keeps the rear. You can see the adjustment Francis had to make on the wheel. Yep. A little bit of snap overs here. Oh, who's this around?
And
Luke Allen in the trap. Not a hot stop for the Mercedes here, but again, long race. We still got plenty of time, 30 laps to go. But this top, you can throw a blanket over the top 7 essentially.
Yep, all within a second of each other. As now, I believe DRS will be enabled now. Oh yeah, it just was. It was a VSC. As Stotts will take the fastest lap, 1:20.09 for the Aston.
Yeah, just kind of
just hovering around
following the leader.
Yeah, everyone looks like they're kind of keeping it cool now. Still very, very early. Unlike Gabe and Jude getting into it early, these guys are looking like they kind of want to keep it a little bit calm, at least early.
The thing is, too, these 2 leaders are on harder compound tires, just holding up everybody else. Don't want to overcook the mediums, and we see Matty Alex, the first car there, and oh, whoa! A lunge by the Aston Martin driver. These 2 guys are on the softs. They're going to want to get a move on sooner, or else just the alternate strategy call might not actually pay off. He's going to go down the inside.
Goes breathtaking. It's a spot that you sometimes go for overtakes, but not a conventional one. He's still going to hang it around the outside of Alex.
He'll turn into the inside. Yeah. Alex conceding. Not sure if it's just trying to get the DRS to get the move back down into 1.
Single file 1 through 5, and then breathtaking. He's got, with those soft tires, he's got about a 1.5 second gap. He's got to have to get back.
Might have a pass for the lead.
And yep, spin and win. That is his name. His real name's Tyler Stotts. He gets passed for the lead by Liam.
Matthew Stotts.
Matthew Tyler. Oh, there's so many names I can't.
Thinking of Crabtree.
I am thinking.
Look, Boryoshi trying to capitalize too.
And as those 2 fight, Boryoshi still just hanging around there in 3rd. It's kind of where he's been this entire race.
They're coming up on lap traffic. Obviously, Manjoy, say that, had to serve that drive-through. He will get a 3-second. The breathtaking fell off of that lead group there.
Oh, and there's been a yellow flag. Is that Manex Joy getting out of the way? I think it is. Yeah, he was just going on to, going on the side of the track just to be extra sure. Didn't want to get in anyone's way. So it's still pretty much single file, 1 through 5. Liam lost the lead for a second to Matthew Stotts, but regrouped, sat back for a couple laps, and was able to re-overtake him.
More or less, the AlphaTauri is still moving out of the way.
Gonna look through
Stotts
the field
gaining, but all the while Boryoshi gaining too. Oh, what do we got here? Is there a retirement?
Flag, and it's what happened to Kyler Boggs. He's out of the race.
Trying to enter the pit, didn't make it.
Not too sure what happened to Kyler Boggs. As we see Boryoshi and the Bomber side by side. Who's going to get the edge? It's going to be the Williams going into turn 5.
Al-Hazmi goes through, and so doesn't Mikey de Jong.
If you're Boryoshi, really going to want to get a move on here. You got the tire advantage, but right now, 2 Williams are putting a roadblock on him.
What's important too, we can take a peek inside their ERS. Nobody else really can on the grid. We can see that Liam really been conserving. Al-Hazmi conserving as well. Boryoshi conserving, whereas Matthew Stotts pretty much pushing, taking the fight to the Alfa Romeo.
So coming around to complete lap 7. Going onto lap 8 now, it's Liam in first, Stotts second. And the Bomber in third. Mikey de Jong fourth, Boryoshi fifth. Breathtaking. Alex, Francis, Marines, and Will round out your top 10. It's the 2 Mercedes, Connor Hannick and Luke Allen. 11th and 12th,
right
Omnicron and Manex Joy round out the field. And if Boryoshi get disconnected, maybe that's why he was losing so much time. He got disconnected, he's finally able to get back in. And he's lost 2 seconds to the top 4.
That's unfortunate. But it's not over, still top 5 at the moment.
About 3 seconds between himself and Breathtaking for 6th. And Alex and Breathtaking are still going at it.
Oh, Liam gets loose going up the hill. Doesn't cost him. Got a huge snap of oversteer through that double apex. In there in sector 3.
Stotts with a bit of snap of oversteer, and
that's going to open the door to both Williams, and that's all the invitation they needed.
Mikey D's
we're too wide.
Side. Going through turn 15, not usually the place where you want to be, but
yeah, we saw what happened earlier with the Red Bull and the Alpine, rather.
Comes the Bomber looking. He's going to make a late lunge down the inside.
Oh!
Contact made, and both the Williams have damage.
Oh, and Matthew Stotts is out of the race.
Oh my goodness, a late braking attempt, overtaking attempt by the Bomber.
Liam closed the door. He was well within his rights to close the door there, but unfortunately, when Mikey de Jong went around, he took the front wing of his teammates.
And that's a full safety card now out. First it was the virtual, and you see a couple of people into the pits already. Down at the bottom of the order, 10th through 14th are in.
Yeah, they're going to have a huge advantage getting in there quickly.
See if we can't jump to them now. What are they going to go on?
And they're double stacking down there. Yeah, you got to be upset if you're Will, because your teammate, who is a lap down, just held you up in the pits.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
a good strategy call.
Clearly not on the same page, the 2 Alpha Towers.
No.
So
that's going to hurt Will. He drops to the rear of the field, barring his teammate. And those who are going to go by the stricken Aston Martin of Matthew Stotts. Matthew Stotts seemingly nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just arrived at the scene of the accident way too fast. Lots of guys getting damaged. Yeah.
And a couple
front wing, suspension. We lost front wings there of Al-Hazmi's Williams, which is going to completely offset their medium tire strategy. It's going to throw a monkey wrench. I'm not sure Liam got any damage there. He just... What happened is Mikey de Jong went for the move. He had the pace. He had the speed. He just dove up the inside, but Liam was within his rights. It was his corner to have. Kind of closed the door. It's kind of a Max Verstappen v. Lewis Hamilton situation where 2 into 1 won't go, Carter.
Liam first into the pits. He's going to be the first one out. Mikey de Jong's going to have to get a new front wing, so he's going to be in the pits for a bit of extra time.
Yeah,
For
but it's going to hold up
Yoshi,
his teammate who needs the new front wing as well.
everybody's into the pits. So it's hards, mediums for Liam, Mikey de Jong, and Francis. Hards for everyone else, barring Omicron, who goes on to the softs here on lap 10. So he'll definitely have to make
Yeah.
another stop.
Well, maybe a blessing in disguise for the Red Bull of Boryoshi to have disconnected, rejoined. He fell far enough back where he was able to avoid any of that. And now he's sitting on those hards. You got to go, what, 21, 23 laps? Or maybe 20 by the time we get going here on the hards. Those will be good to go at the end. It might come back to him. But the pace of Liam might make that obsolete.
So, under the safety car here. Oh my goodness gracious. Under the safety car here in round 1 at Portimao. Only lap 10. Still 23 more to go.
Yep, we've
And
had
so a bit
one
of chance to catch our
VSC.
breaths.
Yes. 4 retirements. Well, actually, 3 retirements on track, 1 disqualification, several incidents. A lot of drama here in round 1. And there's 16 of them to go. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, bit of lag. Never
Yep.
hurts. And, uh-oh. No, he's already out. Forgot. Yeah, that huge crash that happened not 7 laps ago. That guy. The safety car will be out for at least 1 more lap. Lights are still on. So we'll do this
That'd be
thing
a
one more
late
time
call
and get
now.
back to racing. Oh, it looks like Omicron's been back into the pits, and indeed he has. He's switched off of the soft tires. He's on to the hards.
Yeah.
Man,
Man
X-Joy's gonna,
X-Joy.
yeah, he's gonna stay with him.
Nothing really to lose, though, because he is a lap down.
3 drivers with penalties so far right now. It's Connor Hannick, Will, Man X-Joy, both the AlphaTauris having a bit of trouble, either keeping it within the white lines or keeping
Yeah,
clean on the racetrack.
Will with 6 seconds of penalties. Connor Hannick with 3 seconds. Man X-Joy with 3 seconds. But being a lap down, that's not really going to matter to his finishing order. It's going to be very hard for him to get a lap back here. Unlike real life, lap cars do not get to pass the safety car. Yeah, hopefully that McLaren can catch up to the tail end of the field so we can get going here.
Let's go ahead and check the lights on the safety car. They are out. Oh, was there... Did I just see a bit of carbon fiber under the safety car go flying off of someone's car?
Not sure.
Not too sure. I'm going to look to see if there are any front wing that are missing end plates, but camera angle right now is not helping me out too much.
No, I was just seeing the same thing.
Well, safety car, yeah, it's going to stay out. We're going to go one more time, I think, because the lights are still on.
It could be called late.
Yeah, you never know.
Yep, safety car in the slot.
And there you go. Good call. Safety car's in this lap, so Liam's going to bunch the field up, get him. It's going to be an interesting one because get the long straightaway.
Long straight, yeah, exactly. Thinking the same thing, Carter.
When do you go?
Does he take him to the line or does he punch it out of the corner?
Or Yoshi's nipping at the bud to try and get this one going. He's going to want to time it well. Doesn't want to get it all wrong and go into the back of him. And he's off. We're back underway here in Portugal. This is still round 1, and we are back underway. Lap 12 of 33. Another 5-second time penalty for speeding into pit lane. He went into the pit lane as we went back under green down the inside. Mikey de Jong looked at an opportunity against Boryoshi, and he's still there. He's going to make the lunge here going into turn 3. Hits the curb a little bit. He's going to be on the outside for turn 4. Boryoshi going to try and stick it on the inside.
Ooh.
No, round the outside. Mikey de Jong.
Look at this
second.
breathtaking down the inside of Boryoshi here, heading into get the corner, but it's a hairpin, I'll tell you that. I think this is 5.
Boryoshi struggling a little bit off of the restart. He's lost 2 positions now. Breathtaking up into 3rd, and Alex is right on the tail of Boryoshi for 4th now.
Yeah. Bunching the field back up has really spiced it up. especially with the different. Oh, there goes.
Oh,
Alex
Alex
only
thought
thought about
about
it.
it. Thinks better of it. He'll regroup and try again, but he's got Francis
Oh,
right behind
look
him.
at
Francis
this
with a
lunge.
huge dive. He's gonna make it work somehow. The Alpine up
The
into
Canadian
fifth.
driver takes what's given to him. Sets the sights on the Red Bull. You like to see a little aggressive. It's aggressive, but it was fair.
New fastest lap, 1:19.2
Oh,
from Williams.
Boryoshi's got nowhere to go. He's boxed
Oh, he's
in.
boxed in. What's gonna happen here? 3 wide going into turn 1. Everybody makes it out through okay. Pretty nice driving from all 3 of them there, has to be said. But now there's a huge line of cars going all the way back to Connor Hannick and Knight.
We were moments away from disaster, but luckily they kept it. Francis looking down the inside. Boryoshi.
They're still going to be side by side exiting turn 5.
Yoshi's gonna have the inside.
Oh, and he's able to get the outside.
Francis.
Oh, there's been
Oh,
contact and they're both around. And then it's big stack
oh, it's
up.
Boryoshi is
Boryoshi's
involved
in it.
as
Alex
well.
is in it. And there's another safety car. My
Oh,
goodness.
Al has me getting a 5-second penalty for a collision.
Connor Hannick
Not
picked
sure
one up as
what he
well.
did.
Or no, he was one of the ones who already had one.
Yeah, he did. But
But that was Francis, Alex, and Boryoshi just getting it all wrong, and then pretty much blocking the entire track. Everyone had to go onto the grass to take evasive
yeah, it
actions.
appeared like Francis just absolutely just after that restart, you could see he was super aggressive. He obviously was kicked out of the lobby at the beginning, and I guess trying to make up for lost time. We saw the aggressiveness. It worked the first few times, but going up that hill, like I mentioned earlier, coming out of 8, the rear end just wants to push you out wide, and when you're trying to turn right and the momentum's pushing it, it's hard to keep traction. And we saw him lose it, and lose it right in front of the Red Bull. He slammed into the back of him. Boryoshi had nowhere to go. Looks like, oh,
Boryoshi's out. Went into the pit lane. It was only P11. Still plenty of time to go.
frustration setting in round 1.
Alex gets a new front wing. Francis in and out of the pits. New set of mediums on both of them. So now 5 cars out of this race. Boryoshi becomes the latest one to bow out.
You hate to see it. Both Red Bull cars will take away no points.
But I tell you what, though, that 3-car battle that we had for about 2 or 3 laps before it all came to a grinding halt, though, that was probably at least the racing highlight of the race before it all went up in smoke. So it's Liam, Mikey DeYoung, Breathtaking, Marines, Connor Hannick. Wow, don't look now, but both the Mercedes who started, pretty sure they started second to last and third to last, if I'm not mistaken. They're already up into 5th and 6th, just taking advantage of everyone else's mistakes. And I mean,
Yep.
they're looking good. They could go to the end of the race on the hard tire.
Yeah, we were talking about how Boryoshi would have had the tire advantage. But,
Need all 4 of them on the car there to have that advantage. And unlucky for him, getting caught up in a 3-car incident between himself, Mate Alex, and useless as a cat Francis. So at least one more time here under the safety car, second one of the day. It is still
had 1 VSC, 2 safety cars. Ouch, I have stubbed my toe.
early
Just
on.
getting a
Liam
report
and
from AJ, where does Boryoshi retired? They had to retire the car. Severe floor and side pod damage after the accident. Could not continue. It's unfortunate. Thank you, AJ, for the update. Also, Francis reporting floor damage, but deciding to carry on. Floor damage here, we know with the ground effects. Huge loss of downforce. Take a look at the car. I'm not sure the game visualizes it, but he says so. I have no reason not to believe him.
Yeah, it was 15th and
But
16th starting position for both Mercedes. Yeah, they both gained 10 spots.
yep, shout out to Breathtaking as well, working his way up, keeping his nose clean.
And Marines, to be honest, they both gained 7 spaces from starting 10th and 11th, respectively.
Now, what I could tell you about my experience in my safety car is these Williams. We see Al Hasby down in 7th. Don't think he'll stay there long, Carter. The tires they're on. He's got that 5-second penalty. Might be debated after the race. Just probably had nowhere to go.
Yep. No further action at the moment, but they're gonna. Well, I guess the further action is the 3 seconds, but the stewards will still, nevertheless, take a look at it after the race. But safety car's in this lap. We're gonna do it all over again. Here's Liam backing him up,
Oh,
and he's
Liam
away.
got him.
Mikey DeYoung, he got the jump on him, but
Oh, here comes Marines.
Marines with a huge getaway, a huge jump. He's able to get Breathtaking King off the line, but
Oh,
then
he had to
slow
give
back
it back.
down aggressively.
He
and
had to give it back.
Ruined it for a lot of drivers. Contact with Connor Hannick.
Hannick.
And it looks like a little bit of carbon fiber end plates go flying off into the gravel trap. There's one car
Luke
around.
Allen fighting for traction.
Alpha Tauri around. Looked like to be Manex Joy. He's off the racetrack, but still side by side. The Ferrari and the Mercedes going down to turn 5. Marines get to the inside line, but the jump to the outside line got a little bit loose there. Connor Hannick did.
Oh, huge crash. Alex and Luke Allen.
What happened here? It's Alex and Allen, as you said, we're going to stay green for the moment, but there is a little bit of carbon fiber on the racing line there.
Yeah, Allen missing end plates. Sure, the Haas has some damage somewhere. No safety car will continue on, but you can see Allen struggling. Front downforce due to the missing plates.
Francis is right on the back of Hannick. Clearly seems to be faster than the Mercedes, but he just can't get around him at the moment. No DRS. He's going to dive down the inside. An aggressive move from Francis into the final corner. He's going to take the place. No DRS just yet. 2 laps after the safety car, a famous...
Here comes Al Hasby here on the Marines. I don't think he's going to get it. We saw what happened to his teammate earlier. Might want to think twice about going down the inside of 1.
And he does.
Doors get shut very quickly.
Go ahead and put the tires
and
back.
Again, while we lost the first Aston Martin of Matthew Stotts, Breathtaking taking back the podium that his teammate previously held. Good for them.
We're at the halfway mark now. 17 of 33. It is still Liam leading this race as he pretty much has throughout the entire race. Had a bit of a challenge from Stotts. He leads by 1.8 over Mikey DeYoung, Breathtaking, Marines, and the Bomber in 5th.
Yep, Stotts cheering on his teammate here from the comment section, willing him on. And that's, I mean, to be fair, it was only a matter of time before the Alfa Romeo just 1 lap down, tail end of the field, struggling all race. Got caught driving the wrong way. That's his race over, disqualification. 11 remain, so it's not all bad for Luke Allen here. He's only 1 spot off of points. 1 safety car will bring him back in it.
His DRS is now enabled by the stewards.
Oh, and here comes Francis on these 2 here.
Francis is going to get one of them. He's going to get past the Williams. Can he get past Breathtaking going into turn 1? It's going to be close. There's a bit of contact. It looks like Breathtaking had a little bit of damage, it looked like.
Francis not leaving any room. He's very upset with the way he was treated earlier, but driving just as aggressive.
Francis has damage to his front right wing end plate. He's still able to get all those moves done. He's up into 3rd.
He's missing it. It's so surprising the way he's driving. He's driving like a madman. But it's effective as he moves up into the final podium spot. But Al Hasby's, you got to think Al Hasby with the experience and just the speed.
A bit of contact there from Connor Hannick and Marines. Connor Hannick is the one who loses out on it. He drops down back to 8.
Yeah, he'll regroup and get back going.
Get Omicron down the inside of Breathtaking. That is for 6th place, and he moves his McLaren up 1 position.
Oh, I don't know what happened to Breathtaking, but ever since that moment there with Francis, he has just put the sail out opposite of... DRS. Not sure what I just saw on my screen.
A little bit of lag for the guy leaving the session, but here's DRS for the Williams on Francis. But Francis got the straight line speed. No ERS deployed here for the Bomber. He's going to have a look down the inside of turn 1. It's going to be close. They still remain side by side. Everyone stays on the track. Is he going to dive it down the inside here? He is.
Gonna have the outside. There's a bit of grip out there. Yep.
He's going to take advantage of it. Moves his Williams up into P3.
Yeah, Francis right back at him with DRS though.
Able to get him down the inside.
Yeah,
Good
Francis smart with his.
What the?
You notice how Francis put his car in a spot where he couldn't allow the Williams to make a switchback move. Oh, this is where Francis lost traction earlier too.
Able to keep it together here though. These two are just battling it out for the final podium spot here. The Bomber does have a penalty to deal with though. We're gonna have to keep that into consideration here as these laps start to tick down.
Yeah, but it is. I want to remind you, a questionable one for a collision on a car that was sideways. We had nowhere to go, so one would think that would surely be removed. But that's speculation, and yeah. That into the clip. We gotta get another run though here. Bobbled it a bit coming out of the final corner.
He's not deploying any ERS yet. Doesn't feel like he needs to at the moment. Here comes a little bit. He's going to want to get this move done now. He's going to go down the inside into turn 1. Gonna make it stick almost. They almost made contact, but they still able to get it through.
It's the same situation from a lap ago. Is he going to have the grip going up the hill? Francis is going to have the DRS coming out of the corner.
The exact same thing. Now DRS for Francis once again. Weaving to try and break the toe. Just not enough time for Francis to make a move on this occasion.
Yeah, he showed his card once, and Al-Hazmi, smarter this time around, protects the inside, then quickly moves to the braking zone to get it done.
These guys are starting to lose a little bit of contact with Mikey de Jong up there in second. About 11 seconds adrift of these two, and the 3 seconds from de Jong is Liam, who is still just, I mean, you gotta say, I wouldn't say dominating, at least at this moment, just because of the time interval, but the laps led and just constantly being in first place. I mean, this is his race to lose at the moment.
Well, I can tell you that he's not deploying anything. He's in full cruise mode, just conserving and just saving everything he's got. Mikey de Jong's pushing a bit more.
I mean, look at the straight line speed here for Francis. I mean, he's going to have him done before they even get to the corner, and he does. He's got to keep it on the track, keep her going straight. Seems to have that part figured out, and he does. He's right back up into third place. Still with the wing damage, though. He's nursing that pretty well. And now, once again, here comes the Bomber back down the inside with DRS. He's going to get that place done, or is he? Trying to go around the outside is Francis. He's going to get the better traction on the exit. They're going to be side by side. They're this little double right-hander.
Got to be careful here, getting on the throttle.
Keeping it in third gear for the traction.
Yeah, you know as well as I do, Carter, going up that hill sometimes can be a bit of a problem.
This is a funky apex as well. It's a feel like you're braking forever. Francis just going to bide his time for right now, and it looks like just a bit further back, we've got Alex and Omicron. Breathtaking still in the mix. He's made his way back up into 5th position.
I believe he's been disconnected, but unfortunately I can't re-add him due to the fact that he on PC.
Aggressive weaving there from the Bomber, but once again, it's just cat and mouse between Francis and the Williams. They're just trading spots every other lap. As Alex gets by Breathtaking for 5th place.
And here comes Al-Hazmi again. Third gear to maintain traction.
Francis has clearly got the straight line speed. We see it on the straights, but he's really struggling in these corners with the front wing damage. looking down the inside, still can't get by Francis.
Oh, sorry, breathtaking didn't disconnect. He's still in the race. Thank you again, AJ, for the insight. Keeping in contact via the comms and Discord. But
With a
this
swooping move around the outside.
Al has me and Francis have treated everybody. I hope you're enjoying as much as we are this back and forth. I believe I have accidentally just opened NASCAR 2003 on my computer.
And they'll swap places one more time.
And again, Francis is at the DRS detection point before him, so what do you think might happen here? Dal has me going to defend the bottom?
He's not going to.
More patience.
Little slip on exit from Francis. Not too bad, though. Just got to check in with the leader. I mean, haven't really talked about him here for a little bit.
Yeah, just smooth race. Other battles, Omnicron and Breathtaking King really fighting for it, dragging Will into the fold as well, but unfortunately Will has a boatload of penalties pending.
Francis starting to fall behind a little bit. The gap hovering around that 1 second mark as we approach the DRS detection zone. I don't think he's going to have it. Yeah, he's not. He's going to be out of DRS range.
Yeah, tire wear's got to be falling off at this rate too.
Surely that wing damage is not helping either.
Oh, he's just absolutely gaining right back down the straight.
No ERS though, that's impressive.
Yeah, Al Asmi has no ERS left.
32%, about a third energy battery left for Francis. Look at breathtaking. Oh my goodness gracious.
Whoa.
Look, he just stopped on the track almost. He was going so much slower than the two in front of him. Don't know what that was all about.
Will just pushing his way through. Will extending the track limit again there. Oh, that's a late lunge. Oh, I don't know about that.
That one will definitely be looked at afterwards.
That was certainly avoidable, one would think, Carter. I don't know. Yeah, and it's really just.
It's the time penalty for the McLaren for making contact. I don't know.
Oh no, he got one for cutting the corner. It's just.
Understood.
Yeah.
Nice little three-car battle here for 6th place.
Closest battle we have on track as well. Breathtaking, just trying to get back in there. You see the way these two are racing. Might be too long until the Aston Martin gets back up into the fold.
Down the front straightaway, lap 25 of 33. Omicron's going to try and defend from Will, not going to work out. Already passed him before we even get to the braking zone for turn 1. That's Will. I mean, quietly, he's made his way back up to 6th place after being kind of down the order for the first half.
Yeah, a couple of spins. The hold up in the pit from his teammate who eventually caught a disqualification. McLaren's it's just too far back.
Will trying to bring home some points for AlphaTauri on a day that looked, for, as I said, for the first half of this race, like all doom and gloom. But I mean, sitting there in 6th place right now, got a couple penalties to deal with as well. But I mean, barring one driver, everyone who finishes is going to earn some points here in the opening.
It is a 14-second penalty he has, so this might.
That might be for not. Now that you mention that, that's unfortunate.
As of right now, he's not gonna drop. He might drop to P10. But other drivers also have penalties, including Omnicron, Connor Hannock. Still to play for.
Will's trying to break the 1 second mark barrier, but it's not going to happen. Omicron's still going to have some DRS. And indeed he does. I mean, Will's got to get going here if he's going to try and do everything he can to stay out of that 11th position. But yeah, Luke Allen might just be a little bit too far back, even with the 14 seconds of penalties.
Still a lot could happen here. Well, struggling for grip.
Does Omicron have DR? I don't think Omicron had the DRS that time through.
He did, but he also had breathtaking right there as well. Everybody good out of that corner.
Yeah, he seemed to have figured it out. Just kind of feather the throttle almost a little bit through the.
I'm sorry.
What on earth was that?
Oh, and our leader takes a 3-second time penalty.
Hmm.
Not that it'll matter with the 7.8-second lead he has.
So the only battle
Did
that
McLaren
was on
come
track
back?
just glitched out, and apparently he's all of a sudden 2 seconds behind breathtaking. So not sure what all that was about.
Apologies for that.
Yellow flag sector 2. Who is that? It's Luke. He's gotten corner all wrong. Nearly spun it trying to get back going again. He's going to have blue flags here in a second if he's not careful.
Leader on its way.
So a bit of a lull here. 6 laps to go. Everybody's starting to space out just a bit.
Yeah, we saw as soon as Al Hasme finally got out of the DRS range of Francis, he was able to pull to a 4-second gap. Another penalty. The more penalties these guys get, this is gonna help Will, who has to really put in a bunch of good laps here to just push the gap more and more and more.
Go ahead and put the penalties back up on a screen. Yeah, 14. Sheesh. And there's another one. Just as I put him back on the screen, it's now 17 seconds for that AlphaTauri car. He's not doing himself
less than ideal.
Favors.
At this point, because of Luke Allen's spin and penalties, I don't think I think he might still manage to scrunch up, I guess, what is it, the wooden spoon?
Yeah. Definitely not the silver spoon.
No. Yeah, we've seen Liam just open that gap by another second, so 3 seconds not going to really matter for the leader.
He's going to need something catastrophic in order for him to lose this race at this moment. And as I say that, there was an opportunity, but Luke Allen got out of the way.
Allen could get some DRS here.
Coming to 5 laps to go in this opening round of the Euro Championship AutoRacingConnected.
Unfortunately, early on, it was Stotts that was really bringing the fight, but since the accident between Liam, our leader, and Mike de Jong and P2 that involved Stotts and Al Hasme, there hasn't really been much of a fight for Liam to pay attention to. Max Verstappen-esque.
I was about to say, as Verstappen would say, just looking after the tires pretty much the entire race, and hopefully the car feels good.
I know he'll feel good about it. Just riding along with our leader. Give him the screen time. Deserves it. No real battles on track.
Omicron's starting to put a little bit of a dent into what was 2.5 second gap between him and breathtaking.
Well, whatever that lag spike is, yeah. They both have 3 seconds. Now this could, with the penalties, this can really help out Marine, who's kept it pretty clean. We could just gather up a few spots here. Just
find his way to P7 when all's said and done.
That could be huge.
Yeah, you take 6 points over 1 point any day of the week.
Absolutely. Points will add up.
McLaren really is starting to catch back up to the Aston. It's 1.3 right now, 1.2.
The only McLaren in the race today.
Does indeed to be. Liam is putting out 10 seconds between him and Mikey de Jong. It was just 8 seconds, not a lap ago.
We got another notification checking in.
Do we need to go down to AJ in the pit lane for another update?
Another stat brought to you by AJ. Since joining ARC, Liam has not gone a full season without a victory in any F1 league hosted by ARC.
Why would you say
Even when
that?
only a reserve driver.
Oh no.
The stat dates back to 2021 across 4 seasons. 5 if he wins today. Carter, I've seen Liam drive and few mistakes have ever really been made.
Especially not in this race, that's for sure.
Oh,
It's 11.1
I mean,
seconds.
barring that, again, we can't really put that incident into turn 1 with Mikey de Jong on him. It was his corner to have, so look at him, so smooth on the braking.
Connor Hannick starting to catch up to Omicron now.
Oh no, and Marine's fine.
Oh, sorry, I thought someone was going off the road there, but yeah, Marine's another
Marine
penalty.
finally took his first one. I still think he'll gain a couple positions here.
Should be ahead of Hannick.
Should be ahead of Will.
Yeah, still 2 more laps to go, so anything can happen. As DRS for the Mercedes. Going down the front straightaway, he's going to zoom past Omicron. Omicron's going to stick it around the outside, but that's all really he can muster up. He's going to look down the inside now. He's going to have a little peek. They're side by side into turn 3. A little bit of contact. Rear end's loose on the Mercedes. Still more contact. They're still side by side up the hill. Who's going to have the DRS? It's going to be Omicron. He's going to take turn 5 on the outside.
Connor not giving it back.
He's going to dive to the inside, swooping around the outside. Is Omicron? They make contact and they're both around.
Oh, and Mikey de Jong's taking a 5-second penalty for pitting. What is this?
No, surely not. Is he still?
Mikey.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming to the pits, Mikey de Jong, with 1 lap to go. Is he trying to? What?
I guess he's going for the fastest lap.
But he's lost a position to his team. What has gone on here? And here comes Francis. This is going to be really freaking close. Francis is right on the rear end diffuser. Is he going to send it down the inside? No, de Jong's going to play defensive, and Francis just gets it all wrong. So de Jong's able to hang on to it. Not only did he get a 5-second penalty for speeding, but why would you give up seconds? Something had to be wrong with the tires or something.
Oh, what has happened to the audio on my end?
On the broadcast or just...
Oh, no, on my end.
Oh, okay.
But what a... Oh, and Will's taking another penalty. He's up to 20 seconds. What did we just see? There had to have been a tire issue or something. There's no... But Liam's on the same tire, is he not? He was on this... I believe they were on the same tires.
Well, this is the final lap. Regardless, it's Liam out here cruising by 26 seconds. Pulling a Max Verstappen here today. Making his way around the track for one more final time. As everyone is spaced out enough to where we could just keep our eyes on the race leader for the remainder.
Yeah, you gotta think you will see a fastest lap put up by Mikey de Jong, barring a crash, but that's one we're gonna have to... It's kind of a head scratcher, but nonetheless, here we are.
Couple more corners for the inaugural race of this Euro Championship season. Round 1, 15 more to go after this one, but this one pretty much not in doubt. after the first third was completed of this race. Rounding the final corner one more time. The streak is going to end finally for Liam. He's going to win round one here at Portimao. Liam, by a mile, wins the Portimao Portuguese Grand Prix. And now
Make
we
that
wait for
5
everyone
seasons in a
else.
row where he has been in the top step of the podium.
It's going to be
A
the
long way
Bomber.
back to second.
He's going to come around. He's going to finish second. The Williams will finish 2-3, and we're going to look for De Jong. Is he going to get that fastest lap of the race? But now the Bomber got a 5-second time penalty for not serving his penalty, and so did De Jong, but he does get the fastest lap. He gets third, loses second, but he does get the fastest lap. Francis comes home third, or fourth, excuse me.
Now let's
Alex
see how
fifth.
far down the order Will's gonna drop here.
Will come across the line sixth. That's not where he's going to finish the race. That will be breathtaking. And another 5 seconds added on to the 20 for not serving a penalty. And now here he goes tumbling down. Breathtaking will take sixth. Marines will take seventh. Well, Omicron, surely he will take eighth.
Oh, I don't
It's
know.
going to
He's
be
got penalties
close, and he
himself, and it
does.
is.
What about Connor Hannock?
Connor Hannock
Won't get to know. Didn't get to see it. But
find
what a
out
first
shortly.
race in Portimao. Pretty much led throughout by Liam. Had it under control for the final half
Driver of the
of this
day,
race. Omicron is going to get driver of the day.
as voted by you, the fans.
And we're going to get to take a look at the podium here for the Irishman. Top step of the
Top
podium.
step.
Lifts the trophy up. That's 5 seasons in a row on that top step, as you alluded to. And are we doing interviews today, or?
I don't believe we can do interviews for this series due to the fact that it is crossplay. So it would be unfair for the PlayStation users to be allowed to join and do an interview, and we wouldn't be able to interview guys like who had a great race, like Breathtaking, who's on PC. But either way,
that is the pecking order, the final results. Where did Will end up finishing? He was able to get ninth. Connor was able to snag a point. Luke Allen, the only driver finishing and not earning any points. And there's the fastest lap, 1:18.7 from Mikey De Jong.
I just still don't really get the strategy call, but hey.
We'll have a chat with him after the race, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And, all right. Well, I think that's going to do it from here. Bill, any final thoughts about this one?
Yeah, just make sure you scroll down the order all the way to the end, just for
just
record's sake,
yeah.
for folks back at Arc Studio.
All right.
But yeah, that was an exciting race. We saw a lot of stuff, a lot of battles, aggressive driving. We saw exactly what we wish we could see on a weekly basis, and look forward to race 2. Unsure where we're at, didn't have that readily available, but I can assure you we'll be here, you will too, and look forward to seeing another one.
All right. Thank you, Bill. Thanks for joining us here in Portimao for round 1 of the ARC Euro Championship. That's going to be it for us. Y'all have a great rest of your day.